I have with me the brand new Renault Master, full electric, an amazing van, not only for working and for companies, but also for the people that wanna kind of transform it in a travel van or wherever. Also, from what I understand, Renault have around 40 variations of different type of vans, you know, like for different type of works. I don't want to go too much into detail with that. In this video, it's all about driving. I will drive the car and I will give you the feedback on how it is. I was really impressed when I saw it online for the first time, and I didn't have time until today to test drive it and review it, but today I will do the test drive. I will have a separate video where I will review it. I will show you the interior, exterior. We talk a little bit about the exterior design, plus I will give you some technical data before we start driving. But I was super impressed. I saw so many vans, but this one, this Renault Master, is the one that come really close to a normal commercial car, because it comes with this. Let me show you. By the way, this is the key. You have to turn it in order to start the system. Even though it's an electric car, you have to use the key because it doesn't have keyless entrance. But the cool part is that it comes with this digital cockpit, which you can configure it and see different information. It comes with this amazing screen that you probably saw it also on Renault, which you can connect to Android Auto or Apple CarPlay wireless. You can see right now we are already connected, so you can use all the apps that you have on your phone, which is really cool, from Spotify to Waze and wherever, WhatsApp or whatever apps you want to use. This is really convenient. Plus it has a lot of settings. The screen work fast, the multimedia work really good, and I like the layout. I like how nice they array this front area here. You can get it with so many options. If you go online on the Renault website, you can see that you can configure the car in so many ways. Here you have USB-C, like the newest technology, wireless charging for your phone. You can get it optional. You have free seats in the front, which are really good quality. I really like those seats, guys. I mean, in terms of quality, they are really good. I was impressed to see that this car really stand out, and the price is relatively good. Now, it comes with a manual handbrake. It comes with, of course, automatic transmission. It's an electric car. You have here the stalk, the selector here on the upper side, the same as on other Renault. You can adjust the steering wheel down, up, forward, backward. Plus the steering wheel quality, it's kind of a rubberized, something like that, but the grip is good, the size is good, and I like that you have physical buttons around here. From here you can set up the cruise control from this area, and then you can set the speed, because the car comes with a camera here that can read the traffic speed limit. It comes also with a lot of safety features which you can activate and deactivate around here. If you go to driver assist, you can put it all on, or you can personalize, and from here you can choose which kind of settings you want to activate it, from lane assist to speed warning and stuff like that. But you can also configure it more. You can add more options. You have around 50 options online. I didn't get to all the options on the website, but you can get so many things from the car. Here you can see also a nice graphic that we will see, and I will show you as we drive a little bit. And I will use the Android, the Google map from the Apple CarPlay, and I want to set the destination like it was before, just like that, because I want to go here, and we will go a little bit in the city, and then we will go also probably outside on the highway, or a little bit on the national roads. But we have 100% battery, 308 kilometers. Also, I will reset the consumption, but first let me give you some technical data and then we will start driving. This Renault Master as an electric version, of course you can get it as a diesel version, but as an electric option you have two options. One version more for the city, if you drive most of the time in the city, or if you have a company where you have to travel just a few kilometers in the city, but you have to carry a lot of packages, for example like DPD or wherever, Amazon or stuff like that. You can get this option much more cheaper, 40 kilowatt hour, 170 kilometer range, or you can get the car that we have today with 87 kilowatt hour battery. It's a lithium battery, NMC, 460 kilometer range. It can go up to 460 kilometer. Pretty impressive for a van, a big van like that, so pretty cool. Also, regarding the price, you can go online. Depending on your country, the price might be different. The power of the car, 140 horsepower, 300 newton meters. The range up to 460 kilometers, like I said before. The payload is able to get around 1,125 kilograms, which is pretty good, one of the best in class when it comes to electric vans. Battery capacity 87 kilowatt hour. It's a lithium battery NMC. Towing capacity 2,500 kilograms. And the charging, you can charge the car up to 130 kilowatts in DC and in AC up to 22 kilowatt. Also, it's capable to vehicle to load, vehicle to grid, so you can send the electricity to other cars, other electronics as well. And the top speed, it's 120 kilometers per hour. A lot of spaces around here, also on the upper side, also here in the middle, also here in the front. So storage space around here, it's around 135 liters, so it's quite impressive how much storage space and how practical and how ergonomic is this car inside. I'm crazy impressed. Here you have a few buttons from where you can deactivate the safety features. If you want to deactivate it, you can do it from here, very simple like that. Also, you have some button for the brightness and for the lights, the position of the lights. We will reset the consumption and then we start driving. You can also configure a little bit the front cockpit, depend how you want it. It shows you also the range, estimated range. If you hold it OK for 3 seconds, you reset it, the same as on other Renault cars. If you already own one, you know how it is. And here in the front you can choose how you like to see. You have 3 different views. So I choose this one because it shows you when you use the power, when it's charging and stuff like that. Also, I will leave the handbrake down. We go back in reverse. The car comes with parking sensors, but the thing is that you can get optional a camera. The car that I have with me doesn't have the camera, so it will be a little bit hard for me in the beginning to get used with it, because I don't drive vans every day, right? I drive a lot of vans, but a lot of vans, and I have some periods where I drive it kind of every day, but it's been a while. Now I'm really curious because I drive, probably you already know that I drive and I have a few videos on my channel with a new Mercedes Sprinter electric, the e-Sprinter, and I really did like it. I find it a nice car. I think I can go right here. I have like green on the right side. To be honest, I like it a lot, the Sprinter, and I'm really curious to see how this Renault Master manage to do on the roads. First impression is that it's quite light. The steering wheel, it's very assisted. It's very assisted, the steering wheel, which I like very much. It feels light. The position, it's fantastic. I have very good visibility. The dashboard, it's kind of low, so wow, the visibility, it's incredible. Good visibility on the mirrors. I see perfect visibility on the mirrors and perfect visibility around the windows. And I feel really tall here. I like it. I feel like I have a better visibility than on e-Sprinter. I don't know why. Maybe it's my impression, but I have this impression. I like very much that the screen is tilted to the driver, easy to reach, easy to see. Perfect visibility through the steering wheel. Now we are in eco mode. We have a button here from where you can activate the eco mode. So right now in eco mode, press the acceleration, the car, it gives you the power slowly, and when you release the acceleration, by the way guys, because it's an electric car, the car will regenerate back into the battery. You don't have other options. It's only one option. You don't have other options to change different level of recuperation. You have only one, and when you release the acceleration pedal, I noticed that it's very powerful. It's almost like one pedal drive, so I didn't even use the brakes until now. And let's see, if you release it completely, it doesn't go to a stop. It's not a proper one pedal drive. You still have to press the brake, but it's crazy powerful. It's really powerful, the regeneration, which is very good, because also I notice in the roundabouts around here, it goes easy in the roundabouts, even though it's quite a big car. Also, another important thing is that when you're having a full car, it's full loaded, then it's important to have the regeneration quite powerful, because you come with all these heaviness, weight from the back, right? And then you need to have good brakes. And the good part is that, look at this, you just release and look how powerful it is. And when you have a payload, that's quite helpful, because you regenerate even more. It comes all that weight in the front, so it's cool setup. I like it. In the beginning you have to get used a little bit with it, with the strong recuperation, but after a while you get used easy. The climatic system kind of semi-automatic, super easy to use. I like the fact that you have those wheels which Renault uses. It's super simple and easy, and everything it's in the perfect right position. And I like this dashboard design. I like that it's low, perfect visibility. I like it. The sound insulation seems to be fine inside. The sound insulation seems to be super fine inside. You don't hear too much noise from outside. This is something that I notice. And yeah, 16-inch wheels, by the way. It comes with 16-inch wheels. You have two different options to choose between the wheels design and cover, but otherwise they are the same size, same 16-inch wheels. Perfect. The mirrors are really good design, pretty big, so you have good visibility. And from what I understand, and I read yesterday about the car, they improved the aerodynamic of the car. Probably it's one of the most aerodynamic van in this class, because they design it to be aerodynamic. You will see in the full review video, definitely check out that video, because you will see there they improve the bumpers and the air that goes into the around in the bumper, and then inside it has some air curtains. The mirrors was improved, the windshield was improved for aerodynamic. It's a little bit tilted, and also the back end of the van, it was improved to improve the aerodynamic and the air flowing. So I'm definitely curious how the car will manage on high speeds, for example on highway. But otherwise I feel like I can control it extremely well, even in the city and around the city. You know what I like when I drive a van, a big car like that? It's like other cars really respect you, man. I mean, if you drive a small compact car, nobody cares. Everybody goes in front of you. When you're driving a van, everybody wait for you to go in, and that's super good. Man, I think the cool part is that, you know, Renault in the last years improved a lot. They make fantastic cars and great engines, reliable engines. Probably you know that. Some of Mercedes in the past use Renault engines. Renault have experience at making, even for airplane engines, right? You know, Rafale story and all that stuff. And they make vans now, and they make it in a big way. This car is built in France, so the quality says a lot about car. The good part is that the maintenance of the car is much cheaper than if you buy a Mercedes Sprinter, for example. Plus you have the advantage of having quite a good technology at a better price. So I'm wondering sometimes, because I have in plan in the future to buy a van and transform it in a travel van. I'm a big fan of this travel van, and take the van and go with the van in other countries and sleep in the van and stuff like that. Transform it in a kitchen and bath and all that stuff. And I think this might be a phenomenal option also for those kind of stuff, but also a great option for having the car as a utility van going in the city. For example, if you have a company, you have to carry a lot of stuff, right, every day, or even for couriers like DHL and DPD and all those companies, like post office. I think it's fantastic, man, driving an electric car. If you have the option to charge it, just go charge the car, and then save a lot of money. Plus you don't have to maintain it, you don't have to change the oil, the filters. And I definitely think the future will be also with electric vans. I mean, up to 460 kilometers with this van, it's more than enough. And you have also pretty good payload, 1125 kilograms. It's pretty good to go around. So yeah, I think it's a great options for companies, and it feels like it drives really easy, really smooth, really light, doesn't feel heavy. This was something that I was worried in the beginning, but it feels quite good setup. It definitely feels quite close to an internal combustion version. It's a front wheel drive, by the way. The electric motor it's installed on the front. And let's disengage this eco mode, so let's go now in normal mode. And ooh, immediately you feel like the car, it's wow, I didn't expect that. It's quite powerful. Ooh, look at this. And the brakes, regenerative brakes, it feels good. It feels quite nice, man. I didn't expect to be that good. Impressive. It's pretty impressive. 120 km per hour is the top speed. I don't think you need more than that for the people that will buy this van. I don't think they need more than that kind of speed. So you have a lot of advantages. Plus, in some country you can get some incentives, so you can buy the car at a cheaper price, right, with tax incentives and stuff like that. And even if you get for a company, I think you can get it for a great deal. Also, of course, you have the cruise control, which you can set it up from here, but you have also the speed limiter. But the cruise control, you just set it and the car is just going to keep that speed for you. So it's not an adaptive cruise control, it's just a simple cruise control, but it's more than useful for a van, right? Yeah, so going around the city, it's so easy. I was worried a little bit in the beginning when I get the car. I was like, oh man, a long time no drive a big car, a van. But now it feels great. I really enjoy driving it. And you know, I always enjoy driving vans because I'm really tall on the street. I have such a good visibility. It's amazing, the visibility. And I have also power. You see, if I need power, I press the acceleration. Ooh, it feels pretty powerful. Driving at 70, 74, you don't feel any wind from outside or any... Even the suspension, wow. The suspension seems to be really good. I'm crazy impressed. Over those bumps, felt really good. Not bad over the bumps. I was expect to be stiffer, but the suspension are quite fine, and they sound also good. So they sounds pretty good. That means the quality it's also good. On the curves, stay quite fine. Nice. Really enjoy driving the car. The car can read also the traffic speed limit signs, by the way.
Turn right onto center of Bucharest, then turn right.
You have two different modes, by the way, guys. Now I saw here you have the drive, the D and the B mode. B mode, it's when the car regenerates more when you release the acceleration, and the drive mode, it's when the car, you release the acceleration and the car is rolling. Let me show you that. You see, and you release it, and when you release it, look at this, accelerate and release it, the car is just regenerate the brake, but just a little bit. So if you don't want to have it so powerful, you can choose to have it like that, and it's just regenerate less. I didn't see this before. I don't know why I didn't see it, but now I saw it, and yeah, it's great. It's great that you have this option. It's really, really good. So let's drive a little bit faster. So right now we are in D mode, so that means accelerate, and if you release the acceleration, you see it's just having maybe 5 to 10% regeneration, so it's not as powerful, it's much more smoother. And I definitely recommend you to drive in D mode when you go on highway or national roads or areas like here. I really recommend you to leave it like that, to keep it in D mode. But if you want more regeneration, you go down one time and the car regenerate even more. So now it's stronger. So yeah, I told you in the beginning that you don't have options. Yes, you have. So right now we are in B mode. So that means you release and then the car regenerate a little bit, recuperate a little bit of energy. Driving at 70 km/h perfectly. The suspension are quite fine. I was expect to be a little bit stiffer. Driving 70 perfectly here. It sits really well on the road. Now if I go one time low, we go in drive mode, and I think the D mode is much better on those kind of national roads or highway, because you don't lose too much energy through this recuperation, aggressive recuperation. So yeah, it's great that you have two modes of recuperation. I didn't notice it before, and I was a little bit in the beginning. I was like, okay, it's a little bit too strong, maybe you have to get used with it. But now if I put it in drive mode, when you press the brake, you recuperate energy anyway. So yeah, it's great that you have two different driving modes. Here, even if you go uphill, you still have plenty of power. I'm so impressed. I'm really impressed with the fact that you don't hear too much noise inside, just a little bit. So they were right, the sound insulation, the aerodynamic of the car, it's pretty good. They call it like Aerovan, because they really did a great job with aerodynamic. And the roundabouts, it sits really good, really good. We can go out here. It's perfect. For me, it's just perfect. And now going downhill, recuperate all that energy, and we get some traffic in the front. Over those speed bumps, barely feel something.
Continue on center of Bucharest for 2 kilometers.
Nice, really nice. And now I can go in B mode, because B mode here is much better. B mode, it's more for the city. I think if you drive in the city, slow speeds, and you have to anticipate a lot, I think B mode it's great, or when you go downhill. But most of the time I think D mode it's much more efficient if you want to be more efficient. But it's good that you have those two choice. And if the B mode was like one pedal drive to go to a stop, man, that was amazing, because it's pretty powerful. It's almost as powerful as, yeah, it's as powerful as one pedal drive, but it doesn't go to a completely stop. So that's the only thing, only difference. Otherwise, yeah, you can play a little bit with it and get used with them. Consumption until here we have 31.5 kilowatt hour, but the climatic system it's on level 1, and we can go also here to check out on the vehicle. Here you have this electric view, by the way, guys. If you go to electric view, the car will show you what happened with the energy in real time. Right now it shows you when you use the energy, it shows you when you recuperate the energy with blue, or white when it's using, and blue when it's recuperating. So for example, right now it's recuperate the energy back into the battery. It's a nice graphic, interesting graphic if you want to get more information about it and more details. Otherwise, if we go here, if you go to my driving, the car tell you and teach you on the my driving how to drive economical, right? So it gives you the consumption, but it gives you also a rating, acceleration, speed, anticipation. I have to improve all of those in order to get a better consumption. Again, smart stuff, easy to adjust and easy to reach the navigation, which is very nice. I like that. I like the way they place it there. It's so smart. Also, if you go to home page, you get the phone and a few informations. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice car. It's a really nice van. I think the people that work on vans, they will be more happy getting those electric vans and getting this new technology that come with those new vans. I'm happy that Renault bring the screens here and this new technology. The fact that you're able to connect your phone, it's already a big deal, because having those apps here, it's amazing. But overall, the experience with the car, it's extremely nice. And I don't know why I have the impression that I'm a little bit taller than other vans. Probably the position is great, the seats are really good, and to be honest, I like them more than on the Sprinter, Mercedes Sprinter. I feel like they are much more comfortable for long trips. They are much more softer, and they feel extremely good quality. They remember me a little bit of some seats from Volvo. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. And I will try to drive a little bit faster for a while. We go after this roundabout. I think we can drive a little bit faster, so we can test a little bit the van at higher speeds. I hope at 90, 100 km per hour, to see how is the sound insulation. We can go around here. Now we go on kind of a highway, so we can drive a little bit faster. To be honest, I can't believe that you can reach 460 km with this van, because there are many electric cars that are not able to reach 400 kilometers. I mean, I'm talking about VLTP estimated numbers, not the real, but still it's a pretty good range. Now driving at 90 km/h without any problem. It feels extremely smooth and not too noisy, man.
In 600 meters at the roundabout, take the third exit.
Now the road here is not that good. Here it's a little bit of traffic. Also the hazard light button, it's placed extremely well right here in the middle. You reach it very fast. Another good thing. And also it's pretty quick. Look at this.
Exit the roundabout.
It's pretty quick. It's quickest as a normal combustion engine car.
On center of Bucharest for 1.5.
Driving 90 km/h, super good, super easy. I feel like I have more power even at 90 km/h. It feels like you have more than enough power.
In 500 meters at the roundabout, take the third exit and stay on center of Bucharest.
I was hoping we can get some speed around here, but I guess it's quite traffic. I don't know. We try maybe one more intersection and then we get back around. But yeah, around 90 km/h it's still fine. The sound insulation is still good. Doesn't hear too much noise. Usually on the vans over 100 km/h start to hear some wind noise, but overall
200
it's
meters at
quite
the
fine.
roundabout, take the third exit and stay on center of Bucharest.
Right now you see that the car is just rolling automatically. 30.6 kWh. The consumption is going lower and lower. Now, depending on many factors, climatic system seems to work quite fine. It's pretty hot inside here, and it's on level 1. And outside are around 5 degrees. Go around here. Man, but it's so quick. It's so quick.
DJ601A. In 400 meters at the roundabout, take the third exit on the center of Bucharest. DJ601A.
Look at this. Now we can drive a little bit faster. 100. Wow. Even at 100 you don't hear any noise. Go a little bit faster. 110. Wow. Wow, the aerodynamic, it's really good. They were right. They were definitely right. Yeah, definitely the aerodynamic it's better than on Sprinter. It feels also a little bit more stable at high speed. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it feels pretty good. Hear it for yourself now. 100, no problem. No problem, sir. It's pretty good. I'm definitely impressed with the car. I have 93% battery still left, 30.2 kilowatt hour consumption until now. Super nice, super nice. Yeah, I didn't expect to be that good. To be honest, I didn't expect, because everybody tell me like, man, you have to go and test Mercedes Sprinter is the best van and blah blah blah, you know. And I was like, you know, first when you hear something you believe that, and then you have to test other versions and other cars as well. And now I test this van, this Renault Master. It's brand new, of course, but man, it's good. Man, I didn't expect to be that good, and I like it more. To be honest, if I have to choose between those two, probably I will go with this Renault Master. It's much cheaper. The range is better. You have a better range. It drives nice, and it has also beautiful design, and aerodynamic seems to be better. Position of driving, it's great. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I guess depend on plus this one have better technology, like nicer screens. I don't know, it looks better. I'm talking about the cockpit, so but of course, if I would buy the car, I will definitely get for sure a reverse camera. I need to have a reverse camera. I don't know if I will. No, I probably go. Want to go there, but not too small space. Yeah, you should go to. You should get also the reverse camera, and you should definitely check out the configurator on Renault website, because there are so many options. There are so many great options there which you can add to the car. Yeah, so I guess the consumption is around 30.3 kilowatt hour at those kind of speeds. And I think most of most of the companies or people that will buy this van will drive around this kind of speed, probably on the highway sometimes, but most of the average speed will be the same as I drive here, with some traffic, with some higher speeds, but yeah, most of it will be around that numbers. So around that, this number will be the consumption as well. Now, depending on many factors, from the temperature to the weight that you have inside, payload and stuff like that. It's much more convenient having an automatic van, even though it's diesel or electric, doesn't matter. If you have automatic, it's much more easier for the people that work with it or drive it. You can get also this Renault Master with some diesel versions. You have a few versions. You can get it with a manual transmission, you can get it with automatic transmission. If I'm not wrong, this Renault Master, the new one, not the electric version, but the starting price, it's around 36,000 euro, around there, depending on, yeah, and then you add it, but I think it starts around there, which for a van I think it's pretty good. I think we already made an idea about the car, so we can also stop and park and talk a little bit about the experience. But I like how quick it is when you press the acceleration. It's super quick. Easy to go around, really easy to go around. You have such a good visibility, extremely good visibility around the mirrors, around the van. I think I will definitely stop around here. Maybe we stop probably let me go here in the front, because it's a little bit more space around here. But yeah, driving around in small spaces, it's also extremely easy. Over those speed bumps, let's see. Yeah, here you feel a little bit bumpy, but otherwise it feels extremely light. Definitely like it. Now, if you want to park here, for example, at charging ports, charging stations, you just go in reverse, and then you just go in reverse and park it around here, right? So for example, now let me go in the front a little bit and go straight right in the middle.
Turn right in the center of Bucharest, then turn right.
And park it right here. So easy like that. It's easy to park even without that camera, but I will definitely get the camera as well. And then you press here and you're in park. 30.2 kilowatt hour was the consumption until here. Great experience. I really enjoyed the car. Also manual handbrake, almost forget about that. Put it in park and then you have the handbrake. But overall, if we go here to see my driving and I have like 70. So yeah, I have to improve the driving and anticipation. I didn't try to drive economical, but I think you can get even better numbers. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some useful information from here. I think it's a fantastic car. Definitely worth to take into consideration. It's an amazing van, not car. If you have a company, if you have a need for those type of vans, or even if you want to transform it in a travel van, I think this Renault Master, it's a masterpiece. Renault Master, it's a masterpiece. Anyway, I like it a lot. Great car. Definitely go and test it, go and see if you like it, make a test drive, see the car, and then come back and write me and tell me what you think about it. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Don't miss out the full review with the same car, interior, exterior. There you can get even more information about it. So stay safe. See you soon in the next one. Bye guys.